They will just start the slides. Let me tell you all that first of all, in the poster it is written that I am a birder, which I am not. I want to distinguish this fact, what is the ring, and they know how to identify birds, etc. While in my case, it's bird photography. I am learning on the way. Many times I don't remember the IDs of the birds that I click. I have to go Google it. There's a nice app called Merlin where I have to upload the photo and check my ID. So how I started, I was always in the adventure type of a person. So in my after my retirement, I took VRS from a job, and then I was trekking in the jungles of Amboli. And at one particular time, it was one of the last days of the trek, and near the river we were passing, and I just saw some fluttering movement in the tree. It was a white something, and then I said, "What is this?" And it was a bird, and I never knew that such a beautiful bird exists. This is the fellow who was responsible for me to get intrigued by the birds. And okay, that time I did not have a good camera. I just had a simple bridge camera. It was not possible to click it. But I literally felt like I don't want to move from this place. I told them, "You all go. I'm not interested in going to the next camp. I can camp here." Anyway, so it took years after that, but I got very conscious of the beauty of the birds. So I used to live in a nice society in Anushakti Nagar, where we used to live on the 5th floor, and there was a tree, that English chinsa tree was just outside our window. So I kept observing the birds since then, and all the small birds like coppersmith barbet and all this to come to eat those fruits, and that's how my journey started. Now I'm not going to go for that, so let's go for the topic. So bird photography is so captivating because it's a huge variety in their shape, size, colors and things like that, and once you get into it, it is very difficult to get out of it. It's only deeper and deeper you go. It's also very challenging because nothing is in your control. You just go to a location, expect something to appear, and then patiently wait. Patience is the next big criteria that you need to have, because you go with all the preparation, but it will not necessarily come when you want it. And then there's a skill which you learn over time, and at the end of all this, what you gain is deep appreciation for nature. That is the main gain out of the whole thing. So what do you need for bird photography? You can start with a bridge camera having zoom capability. Zoom is absolutely a must because you don't want to disturb the bird, you don't want to go near it. So you can stay far away and you can go close to it by zooming the camera. Like Nikon P950, P1000 is a good way to start because it has a huge reach. And then there are DSLR cameras which you need to have a very fast autofocus capability in it. Then lenses above 300 mm are required because you need to be far away from the screen. Accessories that you need is monopod, tripod, gimbal head, etc. We go to the next. Then there are, a lot of people have done the course with sir and madam, so I don't think I need to explain this in detail. But why bird photography? You can choose either of these modes. Aperture mode for wide apertures, for shallow depth of field, you want to only have the bird in focus, the rest is out of focus. Then some people prefer shutter speed mode because the birds are not stationary people, they will be moving all the time. So then you need to have shutter speed control, you can have that. And ISO is a big consideration because many a times you go early in the morning when the light is very, very poor, and that time you need to have high ISOs, and then you have to learn how to balance with the best capacity of your camera and lens. Combination of the camera and your lens, you have to choose the best of it. And for birds in flight, you need to have continuous autofocus. Nowadays cameras have subject detection, eye detection capability as well. These are very helpful in bird photography. Next. So what are in Mumbai city, I didn't know, once I got into observing birds, I came to know groups which take people on a photo walk on a Sunday morning, and they have an expert with them. You just go walk with them. They will teach you about the bird, how to take their picture, etc. That's how I started. So what are the Mumbai city, does it have any birding location? There are so many. Karnala Bird Sanctuary is not very far away. And opposite of that, there is a jungle. Anywhere you go in a jungle, you will see birds. T.S. Chanakya is a beach road. There is a location where thousands of flamingos come in this season. You can see a pink sea when you go at the right time. You can practice your birds in flight, whatever. And that is also a place where a lot of migratory birds come in different seasons. So you keep going there, exploring, and they will be there. Ballareshwar Lake is in Bhandu pumping station is there, but I think currently it is some work is going on, so it's not a very welcoming place. Then there is Ballareshwar Lake in Panvel, where it's a lake. People are taking a walk around that lake, but then there are so many migratory ducks and water birds that come. Excellent place to just go on a morning and just spend 2 hours there and keep. Then there are so many national birding hotspots, all the national parks in India. Yeah. So you can visit them. Then what do you look for when you are taking bird pictures? It could be a still portrait, it could be reflection in the water, it could be flight, it could be nest building, it could be with a feed, it could be mating pair. Sometimes they are in pairs and then they are feeding and then they are preening. There are various behaviors of the birds that you want to capture. How settings can be different. I feel for a bird photographer, ideal thing is to go to a hide. That is almost a studio setting. A hide means you are hiding from the bird and the birds just come in front of you and your camera is on the tripod and you just choose your settings and you click. That's the ideal thing to start, I feel, because it gives you satisfaction and a lot of learning, because you can do trial and error, the birds keep coming and going, and that's a good way to start, I feel. Then there are of course jungle and grasslands, then water bodies, seascape, you can click from beaches, from boats. So that's all I had to say about the technical parts of the bird photography. Now I'm just going to take you through my work. So this is just a pair of ducks in the Ballareshwar Lake at Panvel, looking at each other. Harat Kumkuet, correct? Correct. And please feel free to ask anything you want. Yellow asta and ikkade laal asta. So haldi kumku they are called. Yeah. Very apt name. Next. So this is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. This is clipped in big one. It is called painted sandgrouse. Awesome bird. It has a necklace around its neck, and I got this pair. So it was at eye level. That is because you click this from a car, you cannot get down. If you get down, they will run away. So you have to click it from the car. So yeah. Next. This is again painted snipes, a pair of them. Again clipped in Ballareshwar Lake. At this moment they are there. Okay. And last year I got a father with babies around. It's very cute. Yeah. Next. This is a pair of Asian barred owlet. We have some birders in the group. If I miss out on anything, your hands are there. If I miss on IDs, please correct me. Asian barred owlet. I think this was clipped in East Sikkim. Suddenly, we were focusing on one, and the second one came and sat. It was a frame. Yeah. Next one. Wow. This is a crested tree swift. I went to a forest in Goa for this because I had heard they have made a nest. Can you believe this tiny thing below is a nest, and this is the baby, and this is the father, and that's the mother. So they take turns in getting feed for it, and meanwhile it used to be just sitting alone and waiting for parents to visit him. This is another baby. It is a wire-tailed swallow clipped in Nalasarovar, and shouting, "Where is the food? Where is the food?" Oh God! So this is black. Amazing. It is nest. Previously it was called as Orientail, but now it is called black-winged dwarf kingfisher. And this is again a facility very close to us in near Karnala. You can go and sit in a hide. They make a nest. It's a 21-day cycle. So you go and sit there and at different stages. Now it has got a small insect. As the babies grow, they bring a bigger catch for the bird. Thank you. See, next stage is bigger feeds. A huge skunk was brought for the baby.
And we actually got the whole thing, huh?
Yes.
Even if it is bigger,
Yes. This is a rain quail. It has a funny call. It has something to do with the rain. It was also drizzling. Somehow in this photo it is not there. But I clicked because that moment of its call is captured. Yeah. And this is a Mrs. Gold bird captured in Nagpancham. Mrs. Gold. I think Mr. Gold was a birder. Somehow he allowed his wife's name to be given to this bird when he was called. Okay, next. This is another bird from Balladeshwar Lake. But with that, these flowers bloom after 9 o'clock. You normally reach there at 7 o'clock and you are clicking. Suddenly after 9 that lake looks white. This sudden thing bloom and it makes a very good frame. Here is the reflection of these whistling ducks. Yeah. So another reflection from the same place. It's open-bill stock. Open-bill stock. Same Balladeshwar Lake. This is another studio. I was in near Bangalore. I was taking pictures there, and there was a water kept. Because normally in the studio shootings, that's the hide shooting, they keep either water or they also might add some grains or some such thing to attract the birds. So here was a pair. So their reflection was got. This is another one from Sattal. Yes. Next. Another one with a crest. Tinker said something. Yeah, Himalayan crested cake or something. Yeah. Next, please.
सगळे एकाच ठिकाणचे आहेत का वेगवेगळे?
नाही, this is in Sattal. This is another studio shot. It's a ground-headed barbet taken Thantekad. There also you have a hide where you can sit and practice. It is so close that it has become so sharp and clear. Next. These are this is a woodpecker, golden crown, again Sattal. Both of them are clipped in Sattal. Hide photography. Next please. Again. Great barbet and in Sattal. It's a studio shot. This is a laughing thrush. Yeah, it's Sattal, but the light was falling on the eye. It was really nice for taking this. It's a water in front of it. Yeah.
How far you are from the bird actually?
See, my camera is 100-500 mm, so 50 feet at least.
Yeah. Then you zoom the.
Yes. The whole idea of having a zoom lens is that. This is again photo. That same fellow, crescent trees with baby, waiting, looking for the parents sitting alone. Actually, you feel very that it's such an open nest. It is so vulnerable for birds of prey to come and see. But that color they try to see that branch is emerging and the body is camouflage. So somehow that's how they survive. This is a black-necked monarch feeding the chicks in the nest. It is this bigger nest. The nest size is this big. Isme those babies are there and the bird is sitting. Next please. This is the first day out, baby's day out, you can see. the Rodi cave that I have, yes, that they actually know on the 21st day the baby will fly out of the nest. And their nest is like on a wall. They make a hole on the wall and they come and feed them. But on the 21st day they know that the baby is going to come out. So I was there.
How they calculate 21 days?
From the day they laid, no, they noted down
Yeah.
when the eggs were laid. From that day onwards they count.
21 days cycle.
Yes, it's a 21 day cycle. So 21st day it flew out. It flew out and then it didn't know what to do. So first it went into a ditch, then we followed it, then it went and sat on a tree and kept calling for the parents. What to do now? Who will feed me? Okay. Now we go for some bird types. This is in big word. Northern shoveler. Correct. Northern shoveler clicked at Big Bird. Big Bird is another great place to go and take pictures. Yes. Next.
This is a male.
These are bar-headed geese. Again clicked in Big Bird. These birds are fantastic. They are one of the highest flying birds. It is said that when Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay were in Everest, they saw these birds flying above. So they are able to fly above 7,000 meters. That height. Yeah. And they come all the way to Big Bird.
All the way to
Doing all that. Yeah. This is carrying its catch. Bird carrying its catch. It is osprey. Osprey. So, again Big Bird picture. Yeah. These are black eagles. I was lucky to get them in one frame. It was in Munnar on tea estates. They were hovering around and lucky to catch them in one frame.
They are there always or any particular season?
These may not be regular. This may be the residence. Oh, this bird is very difficult to pick. It is called lesser florican. You have to go all the way to Rajasthan. And for this, Sokhalia is the place. They are hidden in the fields of crops. And in the mating season, they just jump out to attract the partner, and it is so fast a moment. I must have spent so many frames on it. This is also not sharp in focus, but at least something. Yeah,
You can see it properly.
yes, but you can see that they are very far also. They are extremely shy. They will not, if you go close to them, they will never come out. You will never see them. So one has to travel for catching them to Sokhalia. Next. This is again It has shot Himalayan monal flying in their above the jungle. It is like a miniature peacock, you know. It's it's only in high altitudes. This is called in Sikkim, but you can also see it up in the
animation
yeah. It's beautiful bird. Wow. So this is that same bird which got me into birding.
The birds are supposed
That Asian paradise flycatcher. And it is
Asian paradise
flycatcher.
Male or the
This is male, but it is immature. When it is immature, it is brown color. As it grows up, then that color turns to white. So this also is a studio shot. So this flight, because birds in flight are difficult to catch, so it's a very ideal place to go and learn.
असं वाटतं की तो पोज देऊन बसलाय
Oh, another, I think one or two are there. This next, please. Yeah. So next.
This is so nice.
It was at the height, and then there was a rock in front and water body below, so it was trying to come to take bath.
पाणी प्यायला खाली
It is on a branch and it is, yeah.
But his
This is near Karnal. There is one fellow who has kept his hides at various places. In their season, he keeps them, and then you go and reserve your place and sit there and wait for these things. All these things keep happening in front of you. Try clicking it. All drama. Very interesting.
How do you identify male or female?
Oh, every bird has a different thing. Most of the time, the male birds are very striking, beautiful, very unlike in the human race. All male birds are very strikingly beautiful, and the females can be amazingly pale and stuff like that. But some are very rare birds which are almost same.
How do you grade the names? I mean, birds names
You
are
have to learn the guides and whoever are the experts with you. It's a vast world. In India, about 1300 plus species are, and the world record is 10,000. A man has clicked 10,000 birds. This is Amur falcon. They also travel a long distance and come. This is clicked in Lonavala. Here also this purple flowers lawn is there, and then they try to.
एक कास्ट लेक सारखं वाटतंय ना.
Kassan like it also looks cast.
Yeah, फुलं.
Ho. This is Amur falcon. Then next, again that same varieties.
Feathers are nature part.
Yes. Next. So this is a Palasus seagull just taking off from the water body. You can see the splash of water around. Yeah.
मस्त.
Next. These are two eagles. I think this is a serpent eagle. Sorry, snake. What is short-toed snake eagle? That one. This I don't remember. I think both in big one.
खूप हाईटवर असते ना आणि हे बऱ्याच height.
But they are at a height, very high, and but their speed is not as much as the small birds. So they are sometimes hovering up, so you get a chance to focus and click. Another one from big one.
हे असं विमान तिरकं झाल्यासारखं वाटतंय.
Just landing, just trying to
Landing
land.
actually वाटतंय.
Yes, next please. This is a fish, white-bellied sea eagle. It's clicked in Zuari River in Goa.
So that is white-bellied sea.
Yes, correct. Next. This is a grey-fronted green pigeon. Clicked in Thattegad. Yeah. This is called preening. So they are just shuttering their wings, and that time you see those layers coming out, and it's nice because those colors are spread out. Yes, Shahara. Yes. Sitting cisticola. Caught in Nansarovar. I have a series of it. The raindrops were falling, and it makes a zip 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 sound. That's what it is called, sitting cisticola. Okay, this is the kind of portrait one wants to take. Birds are many a time just with their backs turned to you, you know.
Yes.
And the Shah Rukh Khan dialogue is always playing in my mind. And then you're lucky you get your shot. Next. Yes. Hold on the birds. Yes. I am wishing you a good pose. That tail is a fancy long thing. Yeah, that's the height. These are the. This one is tossing in the catch. It's an Indian roller. It has caught an insect and it is tossing it in the air and picking it up. This is a vulture, Himalayan vulture, and this is a velvet-fronted nuthatch. It is always upside down. Always Thattegad. This is orange-headed thrush. It is a resident very close by CBD. There is a Green Valley National Park. Resident there. Any time of the year you go, you will find him there. This time again it was like a catching a fly, like a bee eater, you know. So I had another shot where it has caught the bee. Again some shots. This is the coppersmith barbet, which is a very common bird in Mumbai. This is a Vernon hanging parrot. Yes, and that is a gold maroon oriole caught in that culture. Glass is endless colors. Same thing with the rain falling.
आम्ही यांना पोपट म्हणतो असतो.
Yes, it is a parrot, but it is a Vernon hanging parrot. That's all. It's a species of parrot. Wow. This one drinking water.
छान घेतला.
Sparrowhawk. Yes. Sparrowhawk eagles. This clicked in Jalna, where I had gone to click leopards, but this was also leopard मिळाला होता तुला दिला होता ना photo for clicking, but then it was not the proper one. Okay. And these are the things you see in TS Chanakya. Flamingos, greater flamingos, you will see in thousands. Everybody should visit it. There are so many people in Mumbai who have not seen flamingos, and it's like a treasure.
Shivdi.
From my house, we can see. Construction, they have left that location. They come in thousands in this creek.
CBD.
Creek right from Airoli to Palm Beach. So if you just pass Palm Beach Road, and if you have timing correct, then you will see them in thousands.
आधी शिवडीला यायचे खूप सारे. We have seen.
Initially,
माझ्या घरात
actually these birds are so intelligent. They actually send a batch of birds to Rekhi, where they want to select. So initially they used to come to that Shivdi. Then that thing got very crowded. Then lot of fishing, I mean the shipping activity started there. So there was no place.
And that bridge came
Then
up.
they discovered this place. Yes, that bridge came out. Abhi bhi kuch chal raha hai usko. So they gave up that side. Then they came in here. Well, I live in Kharghar. There are a lot of water bodies in Kharghar as well. So I have seen 4-5 flamingos come and just see, check it out. They saw, but they did not come there. So did not select because they're still finding TS Chanakya a comfortable place because it's thousands of them if they come together. Yeah. Wow, these are some beautiful birds. This is a fire-tailed sunbird. This is again a vernal hanging parrot saying, "Bas, bas, bas." बहुत हो गया, कितना लोगे? That one is a, I think golden-fronted leaf bird. But I think orange-fronted or golden-fronted leaf bird. Yeah.
Even flowers का
ती पळसाची फुलं आहेत का?
नाही,
पलश.
म्हणजेच पळस ना? म्हणजेच पळस का? असे पळस असेल. Again, flamingo activity. These are greater flamingos, and this is a short eagle owl. Eagle owl. That's a Nola orange. It's orange. This is a bird that you have to go all the way down to click. This is now lost all the places. It is only found in Mount Abu. And you go there, you click just this one. I went this year for this bird. This is green avadavar. Yes. Green munia or green avadavar. Avadavar because Ahmedabad. The word has come from Ahmedabad because there used to be a lot of bird export from the Ahmedabad. The people used to keep them as pets. So some of them which have remained, they have, remained there and survived and propagated. The female of it. Now you have seen both male and female. See, the male was colorful. The female is little dada. Next. Oh, this was a prize catch after trekking for 4 kilometers in freezing cold, place called Tungnath. After we did our tour with you, Corbett करने के बाद I went to Sattal. So I did this Sattal, Bangot, Manila, and Tungnath. The Tungnath was, when I reached this place, I was dead, I thought.
Obviously,
Yes.
so many.
Yes, it was so tiring. It was high. Yes. And then this bird I got with no background. It was great. Next. It is called snow partridge. This is a cheer pheasant. Again at heights. It's a huge long tail. And it's a pheasant family called cheer pheasant. Again seen only in the Himalayas. Okay, this is the male female. Male female, you see the difference? Male is male. Then this is another bird. Black baza in Khattigarh. This is a trogon.
Black baza.
That is black baza, and this is Malabar trogon. Male and female.
And the middle one.
Male of this fellow. Then duller. This is babbler. No. No, this is a high altitude shrike babbler. It's called shrike babbler. It's amazing looking bird. Tiny one, but again in the Himalayas. Red bird. This is red-tailed Mizla. It's a red-tailed Mizla. Again, in East Sikkim I had picked it up. It's a beautiful bird, but didn't give me clean shots. But I was happy at least I got one. Next. This is again a fire-tailed Myzornis. It's a very cute bird, tiny fellow. The tail is red, absolutely, and it has a red patch here. This is a Sri Lankan bayou, and this is black-faced laughing fish. Next. Okay, another hard work paid off. 1 hour of walking a steep hill. At the end of it, you see this red-faced Leo Sichla. It is an amazing bird. We saw it below, but it is such a shy bird that in the jungle, no photograph. So we took a chance and we climbed that place where one lady has kept a hide. So there, because they don't see you, so they come in and sit comfortably in front of you, and I got this shot. This is an amazing bird. Next. This is an Indian pitta, which in the Panvel jungles I have clipped. This same fellow who has a hide for all these birds I have shown in Kannada, he locates all these birds that are visiting, the Indian pitta. So our photography is done at night. So then they give their call, and then they come and you shine light and you click. So these are the different owls. This is again bay owl, and this is, I think, this is mottle, na? Shruti? These are these are Himalayan owls, anyway, very, very rare to find. Both clipped in East Sikkim. Next. Next. This is another thing that you nest building, you can click. So this is our Baya River, makes this beautiful nest. I'm sure everybody has seen this nest. But this is my recent picture taken in Thailand. This is called a red bearded bee eater. We sat in one portable hide. It's like a tent. There are 2 people can sit on a stool. You wait there with your camera, tripod and the camera setting before the birds come. So before daylight, you're set, so they are not disturbed. And then you keep waiting for them to come. And it comes, and it is so beautiful. So beautiful, colorful. It actually has a shocking pink patch here. Very rarely seen in birds. And it has a cicada in its mouth. There is a baby also, but you can't see it. It was early morning. It's the 20,000 ISO picture. It's a very. The light was falling just outside the things. You can see light here, but there is no light there. But you have to struggle with your settings for clicking pictures like that. Next.
Where it is found?
This is clicked in Thailand. Okay, mating shots is another thing that you want to see. There used to be a bird park in Gorai.
Oh, right.
There was, but during the COVID, I think the upkeep was not good, so now it's not in a good shape. But I had gone before that, so I could get this couple meeting. Kakakuai, correct? Next. One more. This is the slaty-headed parakeet clicked in Sattal studio.
रोजा फिर तुझे होता ना तो